I was using my hair removal cream on my legs this morning when I realised it wasn't hair removal cream I was using, but in fact mayonnaise. And that got me thinking, sorry, not sorry for this. Now, what I'm going to be doing in today's video is trying to break into the anomaly, but not in the conventional sense. See, since Hello Games have brought out update after update after update, in fact like the last 3 or 4 updates, it has been increasingly more difficult to try and break into the anomaly using my own conventional methods. Now, what do I mean by breaking into the anomaly? I don't just mean by getting into your ship, flying through the front door, and that's that. No, that would just be too simple. In today's video, I'm going to show you a method I have been working out that overrides all of the patches. Now, a big disclaimer before we do get into this video, before certain parts of the community want to go ahead and headhunt me. Now, even if someone managed to break into the anomaly with any means possible, with either a ship, exocraft, or whatever the case may be, nobody, and I mean nobody, can take damage. Nothing can happen to any player or ruin any player's game by doing anything I'm going to show in today's video. Alright, that's the old insurance policy out the way, let's get into it. So the old method of getting out of the anomaly once you're inside has been patched for a very long time. However, it's been a slightly open secret that if you was to mod in a ship such as this, for example, a massive squiddy alien freighter, then you're able to use that and it will actually ping you up back onto the roof. Now from here, what everybody would normally do is run towards the back end of the anomaly and there'll be a little area where you could go ahead and jump down. But Hello Games don't want players to be flying about in space. They just don't. Because since a few patches ago, they implemented something that virtually kills you instantly, and it doesn't just drain down your health. Now, for the longest time, it stumped everybody in the glitching community on how to get around this very issue, until it was myself that realised that it was just an actual switch of the game settings in the toggle. Now look at that, kills you instantly, pings you back. However, just by changing your difficulty settings to normal, now it can't be on any other setting, it has to be normal. From my own testing, it works best. Now watch what happens now. So we're going to do the same thing again with ping back up to the roof, and then we're going to attempt to jump off into space. And then you'll see exactly what happens. So again, there are going to be invisible barriers when you are up at this particular spot, but you can just jump over them quite easily and then find a little spot to where you can jump down. You'll start floating through, but because of just quickly changing a few game settings, we're able then to get out of the anomaly, and if it's all worked correctly, there we go. We are now back to how it used to be, where it then just takes down your health. But why do you want this to happen? Now usually when you get down to this spot and you start to die, then what happens is you'll just instantly vaporize and you'll go back into the anomaly. But that's not what we want for this method. What we want to do instead is actually die in space by letting it drain down your health. That's very important because now we're able to spawn on a space station. Now the reason you want this to happen is because now we can jump into our ship and go back to roughly where it was that we died. Try and make a mental note to where it was, because it doesn't always appear. But when we go back to that location, you'll see that we have the outer, or should I say the inner shell of the anomaly, which is absolutely vital for what we're gonna do next. So the next thing we need to do is to go ahead and get a ship. Try and get a smaller ship if you can, because we're gonna go back up to that same spot in the smallest ship that I own, which is this ball ship. Now this ball ship is going to allow us to try and break through the floor of the actual anomaly to where all the people are, to where all the travelers are, to where all the ships are. And you'll see in just a moment just how much protection Hello Games have tried to implement So then this cannot be done anymore, because you used to just be able to literally go through the floor at certain spots and you could get into the anomaly no problem. However, as you can see, it's completely patched up. So the sides are all patched up. There used to be a spot there, and if we go underneath, you'll see that there's also been a patch where you could get underneath in certain spots. So what we're going to try and do is try and find a flaw or a weakness in the floor, and to see if we can actually break through, because as you can see, in all the spots we used to be able to do, you just can't anymore. So about 15-20 minutes have passed, and I've been testing every single area for any potential weakness. Now, I don't think the floor is going to be the right way to go about it anymore, but there is another way that I remember from when I got an exocraft in here. So I'm going to see if that method is still open. So the whole idea of these is to try and use one of these doors against itself. Now, the one that seems to always work best is this door right here. And if we turn around the ship and then try and go through the door backwards, then you're essentially fighting the collision of the door, the collision detection, and your ship. And it should allow you to get small bits through every single time you try and reverse. And eventually, it'll allow your ship through, just like this. Which is perfect, because now we have a ship in the anomaly that was never meant to be able to do this, which is fly about, shoot anybody that you like. Now, like I said, you're in the anomaly, you cannot kill anybody. This is basically just for show, and to surprise anybody who doesn't know that they can't actually die in the anomaly, and it's quite funny to watch them all freak out. But I wanted to try and do today what I thought was going to be either a challenge or virtually impossible, because I know Hello Games have been really hard at work trying to patch a lot of these exploits, and it is getting very slim pickings at the minute. However, it is still possible by showing this, and as you can see, people can also see you doing this, and you can see them. It's just a lot of fun. Now, I do want to try and obviously get different size of spaceships in here. I picked the smallest one because I kind of had an idea I may have to fit through a door when I picked this one, but I wanted to see next time what I can actually fit through here. I mean, could I fit a mech through here again? Could I do other exocraft? Could I do bigger spaceships? Now, that's something that I'm going to try later down the line. But for proof of concept today, I thought that this bullshit was going to be absolutely fantastic. But there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is completely possible still to get a ball ship at least inside of the anomaly, where everyone can see you, you can see them, and you can just scare the bejesus out of people. Absolutely hilarious. Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you tried this before? Have you tried it since the patch? Could you get yourself in the anomaly? But now you know the secrets. Are you going to try it? Are you going to try and get in the anomaly? Not because it's any real use case for this, but just because it's a challenge, and just because Hello Games says you shouldn't be able to. So are you going to try it? Anyway, guys, that is everything from me here today, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.